All right, let's talk about next level performance. So we always like to take a little bit of information to give you some training, some insight, and I do it again as much for myself as I do for anybody else, because what we're really looking to do is get better. This company is a self-improvement company with a compensation plan attached. So every time I like to take a little something and say, okay, hey, take what you like, consider the rest, right? That's what this is all about. So if there's something here that you can use, great. If there's not, that's okay too. Just, keep it in the back of your mind. There's always room for improvement. This is a journey. We're never going to get to that destination, but can certainly change our net worth and our tax bracket in the process, right? So accountability to me is important. It refers to just being responsible, right? For actions, decisions, behaviors, and it involves, the obligation to answer for actions and know that there's consequences that result from those actions and can be very positive, right? Consequences doesn't mean negative. Consequences, there's always something when you're accountable, if you're doing the right activities, and we've talked about this numerous times, actions equals results, equals consequences. So we're always looking to, for me, be accountable. I'm accountable on a couple different levels. Number one, personal, right? I'm accountable to the people around me that know me, that love me, that there is that personal accountability. There's also organizational accountability, and I say that's more business related. So I have to be accountable to more than one person. And if anybody knows that if they've ever gone to a gym and had a gym partner, there's a certain accountability to that gym partner, showing up, performing. And if you don't go to the gym, it's that accountability gets lost. So it's being really committed to somebody else, and not only to yourself, but to somebody else. So let's see, where am I? Okay. So this relates to just individual responsibilities, taking ownership. I always say that's what it's all about. Take ownership. Doesn't matter positive or negative. I always say those are words that we attach to certain behaviors or decisions, whatever that may look like for you, but it's accepting the consequences that will arise. For the most part, they will arise. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And then as from a business standpoint, being accountable for a company, for its actions, its policies, its outcomes. And there's financial accountability, ethical accountability, legal compliance. We're all about compliance. We're in the business where people, can write a pretty big paycheck or wire a big funds that they got to know, like, and trust you, right? So there is that compliance to make sure that you're not telling somebody you're guaranteed to win, you're guaranteed to make money. That could be a problem. This is because there is no guarantee. Show me something with a guarantee, and especially investment with a guarantee. I'll show you a glorified savings account. There's no such thing. There's risk no matter what. There's other forms of accountability, and I'm not going to spend time on that. Public accountability, social, legal accountability, professional accountability, even political accountability. But it's essential in promoting transparency, trust, behavior, both personal and professional. It helps ensure that you or the company act in a responsible manner. And are you responsible if there's success or if there's not? But it's being accountable. So as a business, as an entity, you're here as a broker, as a broker agency, there's got to be some accountability. That's how we gauge success. So we're going to certainly recommend and suggest and encourage that all brokers provide a weekly accountability report. So what does that report look like? Now, music to my ears, or I should say to my eyes, Gary over the weekend kind of gave us a rundown as far as where he's at in the business process. Leads, what's been done, what's the outcome, where they're at. It's an accountability report. No one asked them to send that accountability report, but Gary knows that accountability is important. And it keeps you, as that person initiating the report, it keeps you on the right path. It keeps you accountable. So simple stuff here, right? I mean, you want to list what ads have you posted, what leads have been generated. You don't have to give, these are your leads that you generate, right? So just how many leads generated? Any of the leads that turn to deals. Now, just so to put it in context here, when we talk about deals in your benchmark 1, when you talk to a prospect, that you change the form from a lead to a deal. That doesn't mean the deal's done. That means you've had a conversation. They're in that sales process in some way, shape, or form. They're taking the next step. You're sending them an email, whatever that is. So now you can look on your page and you can see which ones are deals that are alive. Because if they're dead, you got to take them out of there, right? Not interested. You should be able to transfer dead leads to a file. It's called the dump file. You just transfer that lead that not interested, not qualified. You don't need to keep that in your CRM system. You just port them out to the dump file and they're out of the system. So you don't have to keep looking at the names that they're not going anywhere anyways. So all these leads to deals, proposals, when you send them an email and they know exactly what they're getting, what they're paying for, how much it is. And of course, close deals. So that's a weekly accountability report. I can assure you it'll help you probably a lot more than you anticipate, but it's a good habit to get into, just on a weekly basis. You can send it over the weekend, just email team@advancedlicensing.com. And if there's any questions, concerns, issues, just reach out. We're here to help. I mean, we want to help you close deals. That's really what this is all about, is getting you on the right path. So the time that you put in is going to pay off for you.